Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're gonna do, I took out the cinder right there. Gotta see how deep that is. I gotta make sure my cinder's in good condition. If it is, I'll put everything back right here. Put the gas tank back in. Make sure everything's tied down and everything else. So, yeah, there's a plate, there's where my seats and stuff go right here. I already yanked those out. Those are over there. There they are. That's the base that goes along here and covers this up. So anyway, without further ado, we'll continue down this road of getting this right. So what you got to understand is when you're dealing with this tank, it's an open fuel line. So you want to get something that is semi-straight, right? If you go dip it down there, this is going to tell me how long it's going to be. So right there to the surface, and right there. We're going to mark it, and then we're going to, I only had a marker. Here you go, we can do this. Got a knife here. We're going to get this down here. Mark it with the edge here. Alright, that's how deep my tank is. Probably half a tank left on this thing. So anyway, like I said, it's an open fuel line, so be careful. Take the precautions. Wipe off this area. Make sure nothing gets down in there, because that's where your cinder is going to be after you get done putting a new one in and everything. So we'll go ahead and measure that out. So the depth of my tank, if I measure correctly, is 13 inches. Right, there's the mark right there. 13 inches. I believe the tank depth from here to here is 3/4. Roughly 3/4. So yep, 3/4. So 12 1/4. So if you look at it, $12 1/4. How deep that is, which is. So what we're going to do is we're going to test this arm to make sure the resistance is there. In order to do that, you got to put it on ohms. Let's go with so then you take the positive here, lead. Take your positive lead from your multimeter. You place it here. And then your ground, place it here. Got nothing. So as of right now, the cinder is bad. All right, it's bad, so we need a new fuel cylinder and a new fuel gauge. This one broke, so new cylinder, new gauge coming. Sorry, I've been sick, so I haven't been able to make any progress whatsoever on the boat. But I have to get it ready to go here very, very soon. I have a tournament coming up at the beginning of April, and then again in the middle of April, and then we start regular season. But as you can see here, I'll give a nice pan of everything that we have. The boat is still a mess. It is approximately 1 week before the beginning of April. So as you see here, I got the fuel cylinder. I got that pulled out. I have new wires that go into the fuel cylinder, as well as it goes back to the gauge. I got to run those wires. I got to put the fuel cylinder in and then put this gas tank back. This is a 46-gallon tank. So it is what it is. So, all right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to go and install that fuel cylinder, which is right in that area there. And the fuel cylinder is going to go right there. I have a fuel cylinder that I purchased, and it is right. So I have the horn button. Here's the fuel cylinder, right, that I got to put in there. I got a horn button that goes on to the thing there, and we'll get started and put this guy in the fuel thing. So without further ado, let's get on it. Alright, so what we did was we installed the fuel sender, which sends the signal to the fuel gauge in order to make sure it works. Put new hardware and stuff in there. Put the tank back in there. Cleaning this area up in order to put the cover back on it for the seats. I ran the wires up here. Down here, here's the wires for the fuel. Okay, I ran those through. So now this is the fuel sender wire, and then of course the others. But we are making progress, ladies and gentlemen. One step closer to the edge. And I'm about to break. We'll get the recording, and that's all I got for this video. Thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for swinging by. As always, God bless. Tight Lines. We are out of here.